So I haven't made a video in about almost a month now because a lot of shit happened. I got really sick for about like 2 weeks and a half, and then I had a shit ton of work, and then I moved back home. It's been a fucking mess, but whatever. I just want to talk about Counter-Strike 2. I have been one of the advocates since day one of spreading positivity about Counter-Strike 2. Don't worry, Valve will fix the game. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Everything will be okay. And I truly believe that when Valve dropped the November 8th update, which was the one that made the animation of shooting play on the next frame instead of the next tick, which massively improved the game. It was almost global offensive level, but every update ever since then has been an absolute catastrophe. The FPS keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Subtick keeps getting worse and worse and worse. There's so much micro stuttering, there's so much teleporting. Peeker's advantage has never been stronger, I think. Like, holy shit, people just teleport in front of your screens and you are fucking dead instantly with zero time to react. The game runs like shit, and it doesn't matter what we do. We can find the threads command that was posted on Reddit recently, showing how we can improve the performance of the game by 20 or 30%. And even then, after every update, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And the game is so shit to play. I am tired of it. Valve really should have let the game cook much more time in the oven. I want global offensive back. I want the smooth, clean, precise fucking gameplay that CS2 does not offer us now. It is a catastrophe. Everything about CS2 right now is just awful, awful. The movement is still terrible. Subtick is terrible. Performance is terrible. The lack of content is terrible. The anti-cheat is fucking, you can't even call it a disaster. What's worse than a fucking disaster? A catastrophe? Even very basic things are fucked up. The server browser tabs you out of the game, making you lose performance in the game, which is fucking ridiculous. Deathmatch is fucking unplayable because everyone is fucking invincible and they spawn right in front of your fucking face or right behind you so you can't kill them. They kill you and it's fucking super unfun as fuck, and then the performance gets even worse the more the deathmatch goes on. There is no Bob commands, lack of customization. There is so many little details and major fucking details that just do not work or are completely missing from Counter-Strike. Like, I don't understand. Like, no matter how many community fixes we find, the threads command, or deleting the shader cache, or limiting the frames with an external third-party application, no matter how many fixes we find, after every update, it just gets worse, and it reaches a point where we physically cannot do more. Valve, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry. I just don't believe in the project anymore. Like, genuinely, what the fuck is happening? Look at the player base. It is falling off a fucking cliff. Like, I do not understand. You really should have left the game cooking for much more time, Valve. Because this is just... what the fuck is this? The more I play CS2, the more I want to play Global Offensive.